What's up, anime fans? James Downton here, and welcome to another video. This time I'll be playing the latest Sword Art game known as Sword Art Fatal Bullet. Now, the reason as to why I'm doing this is really simple. The new DLC is due to release at the end of January. So I thought, just as a bit of a way to get back into the game, since I haven't played it for a while, I thought I'll go through the previous DLCs that we've had, just to familiarise myself with the controls and the characters themselves. So, without further ado, let's get started, shall we? So, this is just the custom created character I had last time. We look into the stats. It's more of a sort of more critical weaponry and sort of circle bullet accuracy, and more of an attacker. With the skills that I've imported onto my character, things like hyper awareness, concentration 2, attack power 2, and blazing bullet. The gadgets are quite simple. My gadget set is just first aid, frag grenade, toxic knife, and camouflage. Equipment wise, I have got dual wielding with the AR Blue Rose, but for this playthrough I'm actually just gonna stick with the one because dual wielding is a bit too overpowered in this game, especially with that weapon. And I've got a rocket launcher attached, but because I'm not too happy with rocket launchers as such, I'm going to switch for that one. The pristine coat, same as Itsuki's. It's a great character, so why not? Stylish sunglasses for appearance, and the headphones because they've got good ability, but I've got them hidden. Now in this game you get given a sort of helper as such, and that helper I called Hope. She's basically like my defensive tank. I put most of her stats onto healing and sort of effects, so that she basically just heals anyone that gets injured. So, let's get started. Right, do you want to play the ambush of imposter story from the beginning? Yes, I do. So, I'm not going to bore you with all the dialogue. I do have a rough idea of what happens in terms of plot, so once that's been out of the way, I'll give you an overview. However, if you're still interested and you want to watch the new DLC when I upload it, I will be actually doing voices for that. So stay tuned for that series. So basically that there is just an imposter of Hope, the artifice that I've got as my helper. Now we're going to go to Itsuki's place to see if we've got any information about the other artifices that are appearing around the SAO. So do you know anything about the rumours? Yeah. I'm flattered you think of me. Unfortunately I can't say I've heard anything. It's a great idea. There we go. So we're off to the Forbidden Temple with Itsuki's information he's been given to us. So real quick, I just want to ask you guys at home, the audience watching this video, who are your top 3 characters to use within this game or throughout the Sword Art franchise? So for me, if we're just choosing this game, I'd have to say Itsuki is one, because he's just been a great villain throughout this game. I'd have to say Premier, because in the last game, Hollow Realization, she was a brilliant character and I enjoyed having her around, especially with the add-on effect where if she died, within 60 seconds, if you didn't revive her, you would lose. I thought that was a great mechanic to use, and it's unfortunate they haven't actually added that anywhere else. Just making sure my mic's still turned on, and yes it is. And I guess my other choice would have to be Yuki. She's been a great character throughout the series, and after the first sort of arc of Sword Art, so the actual Sword Art Online itself with Aincrad, I kind of dropped off on the series, but with her storyline it actually brought me back into the franchise. I actually watched it in the order of the original series, Yuki's sort of story arc, the Gun Gale, not Gun Gale, the fairy sort of rubbish, and then Gun Gale. So it's thanks to the character of Yuki that I've actually been brought back into the series. But if I had to give you a fourth, it had to be Len. She's a great character and she bosses her own sort of spin-off show. Let's be honest. So I don't really want Kuroha. I'll keep Itsuki. And we'll put Premier on the team. So let's head to the Forbidden Temple. If I can remember how to do so. But yeah, don't forget to leave your comments down below telling me who are your 3 or 5 or who are your favourite characters from the Sword Art series. So start the entrance. Now in terms of this game overall, I actually enjoyed this game much more than the others. Wow, so that's what it actually looks like having it at 1, blimey. So, yeah, the reason being is, I find this game has a bit more freedom, there's a lot more to do in terms of sort of like hero quests and the player versus player missions. And there's a lot more diversity in this game. Whereas other games, once you like find out which sword is the best, you kind of get that sword and you stick with it. But with this one, there's so many different sort of classes and skills to use that it makes every sort of option viable and fun to try out. I was going to say, for a while I actually used the sword sort of class, but I stuck with this gun because I had a bit of trouble with the last DLC and this gun got me through it quite nicely. I mean, if I then had to rank him, I would say Polarization was the next best one because of the Premier story arc, but I wasn't too bothered with the DLC for that one. I might visit it in a later sort of down the line, but we'll get there when we get there. Then it'll have to be the original. I played the original on PS Vita. I mean, anyone still play with that? Didn't think so. And then I guess it would have to be the one where you play as the fairies. I don't actually remember what it's called. Oh, Lost Song, that's what it's called. I mean, it introduced the character of Rain and Seven, which are two good characters, but overall, I mean, the flying sort of stuff I thought could have been better, and diversity-wise, again, once you find the best weapon, everyone's going to use the same weapon, so he didn't die. That's a bit sad. Ooh, that almost was a mistake. And it's also the enemies in this game. The enemies all have different sort of weak points and different varieties. Ow. Ow. Right, Ultra Instinct. pressed the wrong button. I was meant to use a grenade. What was that? So, oh, ouch. Ow. That was not something you wanna... Oh, I put the wrong weapon on. I put the wrong pistol on. Yikes. And something else that I'm going to be doing for this series, just to change it up a little bit, is to only use sort of a certain class every time I start an episode. So for example, this time I'm using the blue rose and the pistol, so the next episode I'll probably end up using like a sword and a sniper or something. You know, just to change it up. Like I said, I want to get back into seeing how the weapons sort of react, work together, and find which one I prefer to use again. Because like I said, I dual-wielded this gun for the last DLC simply because it just was overpowered and it worked. Okay, so this scene is basically just, there's clones of Kuroha and Isuki, and Kuroha is like the typical noob. She doesn't really know what's going on or how to do anything, and it's quite funny because Isuki's character in this is actually, oh dear, I'm down. Okay, so let me finish what I was about to say, then I'll go on to the next thing. So Itsuki's character is actually more like sort of friendship based and peppy and let's do everything together type of thing. It feels like it should be in Fairy Tail, where, you know, obviously we know him playing this game not like that. That's one down. And that's two. I wouldn't say easy peasy because I fell. Right, so what I was going to say before was every time I fall in a battle, so I go down, I will be having a falls counter somewhere on screen. And what this fall counter is going to be is it's going to appear in pretty much most playthroughs that I do. And what this is basically a counter that goes up, and if I die a certain amount of times throughout one series, there will be like a penalty video. So for example, my channel name is based on a nickname that I had from school, which was the Banan-amay. And the reason for that was because I made up my own dance. Now if I die say 10 times, so 5, 10, I will upload a video of me doing that. Or for example, if I die 20 times, then the punishment will be a little bit sort of more embarrassing. Like for example, I don't know, singing an anime opening theme tune. No one wants to hear that, and I don't particularly want to do that myself. I guess if I do really, really bad, then I don't know, something might like cosplaying while walking into town in my local store. Something ridiculous like that. All of those will happen, but say for example I die 20 times, I won't be doing 2 videos. It'll only be one sort of thing that mark sort of goes towards. But this is where you guys come in. If you want or can think of any good ideas for that sort of fall counter, then let me know down in the comments below as well. Any suggestions are welcome, as long as they're not like ridiculous, like go skinny dipping or you know, anything stupid like that. They've got to be realistic and affordable. So we're all happy that we did it, apart from Isaki because his got away. His one got away, which basically means we got to go after it. He's being quite a proud sort of character, so he doesn't really want that thing running around ruining his reputation. And if you like the idea of a falls counter, then let me know as well. So we go this way this time. So yeah, since I've already fallen once, I will add that. If it happens again, the only exception obviously being that if I'm trying to get onto a ledge and I fall once and I fall twice, then I'm not going to count that as 2. I'm just going to count that as 1. Simply because that could rack up like majorly. Is that it? Okay. Right, that's that. On to the next one. I will say dual wielding is so much easier with this weapon. I can't remember if you can dual wield sabers. If you can, that would be awesome. So yeah, like I said, for example, if I was to like miss a ledge or something here twice, it'll only count as 1. But I thought that would be sort of like a nice sort of idea that would add a bit of stake to that sort of the playthrough. You know, like in some sort of cases, you can do like Nuzlocke, or you can do certain like conditions where if you lose, you can't then use the same thing again. Like in Yu-Gi-Oh, for example, if you use a certain deck type and you lose online, you have to change your deck type up. So for this video, I'm just going to be doing this sort of, the whole of this DLC. What was that? Oh dear. Right. Ultra Instinct up again. Power up. Another thing I might try out for this series is hero battles. I haven't actually done many of them. I think I've done like Len's hero battle, but I know that with the latest updates to that, there's a lot more to come, so that'll be something worth trying out. And like I said before, this is probably one of my favourite Sword Art games that they've done. However, the main issue I had for this game is the way to get the true ending. Now, if you don't know, to get the true ending, you have to get sort of pretty much max affinity with near enough every person, or at least over 3 sort of ranking. And the way to get infinity or affection is to play with characters a lot or to revive them a lot. And there's ways to do this, but it gets tedious and boring after a while. Right, so Zaliska's here. Okay, so we're telling her about Kudaha and Ichiki's double, saying how they're pretty similar. Ichiki's not having any of it. Oh, who's this guy? Right, game exclusive. Dine. Yo, cavalry has arrived. There's nothing to fear now. Yeehaw. Musketeer X? Calm down. Seriously, is any way to treat... Yeah, cool. Were they in the TV series? I think they might have made a brief appearance. Yes, they did. In the first episode of Sword Art, the latest season out of Sword Art. I'm pretty sure they've made a slight cameo. I could be wrong, but I think they did. Episode 1, when the Ringon Girl fighting a supposed second Death Gun person. Oh wow, okay. 2 Zaliskas, that's nice. So she's got a double. We got a fighter now. Okay, she just blew his head off, that's fine. Or not. I wish my boss would just die. Wow. Fair enough. Right, so that's just a bit of chat about that. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Yikes, he got past me easily. Why have I got my pistol out? Add another one. That was just dumb, huh? Ouch. Oh, I'm not down, but I'm paralyzed. Okay, well thank God they're not going for me. Right, that thing's down. Can't stop running away. Okay, I really gotta stop running into those explosions. Ooh. What on earth was happening there? Right, up we go. Oh dear. Let's get rid of this thing real quick. Who's that? Oh, Itsuki went down. Right, these things can be annoying. Right, boom. And yeah, the full counter does not count for any of my teammates because it's not me falling. Like, okay, if I'm helping a teammate back up, then sure. Alright, back at the entrance. Now we got the other side, I believe. If I had to choose a class that would probably be the worst for me to have, would probably be, I don't know, probably snipers. Especially if there's a main class, because I don't really play with snipers. I'm just not a sit and wait type of person when it comes to these shooting games. Like, I'm probably the guy in Call of Duty that's got like 55 deaths that you don't want on your team. And like, maybe 2 kills. Just simply because my playstyle for gun games is running in and hoping for the best. So yeah, this series and the DLC to follow could be interesting. Like, what's this? We go this way? Boss area. Let's take on the boss! Do 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 do. Now is it the ninjas or someone else? Because I remember there being ninjas, an army tank, which I'm pretty sure number oh, it's a wizard. Okay, not ninjas. Good. Music's pretty dope. 3 health bars. Oh Christ. Ultra instinct. Right, if I remember correctly, I don't need to bother with those side enemies because yes, they poison you, but I'm pretty sure they just give him more health. So we just blast him. Feel like he's blasting us. May seem a bit spammy, but hey, it's how it's going. Blimey, what's it, Sasuke? Fire style. Fireball jutsu. Bit of Avatar going on here with the hand movements. No, let's play him at his own game, shall we? Fireball. Oh damn it, now he's using electric. There we go. Boom. Done. The elemental wizard is down. Right, so since we haven't bumped into Itsuki yet, I'm pretty sure he should be around here. I was gonna say, even after doing like all the DLC and the actual storyline, I'm not actually that overpowered in terms of level. I think I'm level 99, and the enemies you're facing in DLC 3 are like level 150. on like easy mode, so hard mode they must be like what, level 180, 200? Considering 150 or 200 is a level cap. Right, so we're back at Itsuki. They've asked me if I think he's the same. I just go yes to troll Itsuki, because Itsuki's like a great character, but he's also a bit of an A. And we just do this. Burn up. Ooh, ouch. And another one. That's 3. So yeah, as you can see, like I'm going up. I say starting off at 10, and you're probably thinking that's like a lot, but I've already got 3 this episode anyway, so at least 10 for the first one, and then we might make it go 15 to 20, but then for like the real embarrassing ones, they'll be quite high. Oh. Wow. He just took me down and capped me in the back of the head. How lovely. And he's down. Good. I do not want to die again. That's 4 this episode. Yay, defeat Itsuki. Woohoo. But I wanted to play with my friends some more. Yeah, that's definitely not how we play now. Car keeps spewing that, see? Hey, level 100. Yeah, see, like I said, I'm not that over leveled, so I've just got the trophy for elite player. But yeah, seriously, if you're playing the game and you're struggling for a weapon, the blue rose is a fabulous weapon to use. It's great for long range. It's brilliant at close range, and if you could dual wield it using the correct stats, then go for it. But like I said, tomorrow, or next episode, sorry, I'll be using a different class, a different set. I might keep like the gadgets the same because grenades and toxic knives and health packs are useful. How did it go? Yeah, it went great. Cool. So basically what happens there in that scene is we're all saying about what we found. Tedesco comes in and states that there's a Kirito and Asuna running around. A copy. Causing havoc. So next time we'll be going to see what they're up to and taking them down. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new so you never miss a video from me, and until next time, my name's James Townsend. Oh, and answer the comment question. But like I said, until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.